Hello and good morning from Astana, or as some people know it, Nur Sultan. We arrived yesterday by Soviet train and we're all rested and ready to explore this modern and unique city. So it's the middle of April here in Astana. Although the sun's out, it's only 7 degrees.
It's cold.
It's one of the coldest capital cities in the world.
I actually read it's actually the second coldest in the world after Mongolia's capital, Ulaanbaatar.
So some winters it's like minus 35, minus 40 here. But in the summer I think it gets up to like 30 as
40
well.
degrees, which is crazy to have that range of temperature. Like, it's wild, isn't it?
But even coming from Almaty, it was maybe 20, 25 during the day.
Yeah.
Like coming here, we've had to put our jackets and you've got your hat back on because it's only 7 degrees. But hey, the blue skies are nice, so at least it's sunny.
I know, we're not complaining. We've had quite a few texts through our like local number saying weather warning, rain warning, flooding warning.
True, actually.
And at the moment, there's actually floods in I think the northwestern side of Kazakhstan, and over 90,000 people have had to have evacuated their homes because of the flooding, which is
really
crazy.
sad. We've seen some pictures on like the local news. So Astana has only been the capital since 1997. Before it was Almaty. So the president picked and moved the capital to Astana, but it was a much smaller place than it is now. So you'll find that a lot of things are very modern and new here. He actually went one further. In March 2019, he actually renamed the city from Astana to his surname, Nur Sultan. So yeah, but a lot of the signage and a lot of the people still call it Astana, but officially the name is Nur Sultan. So yeah, that's a little fact about Nur Sultan and Astana.
Our first stop of the day, behind me, is a pretty impressive mosque. This is called Hazrat Sultan, and this mosque was only opened in 2012. It is the 7th largest mosque in the world. It can accommodate up to 10,000 worshippers in total. But the cool fact about this mosque is that inside, apparently, there is beauty salon, there's barbers, there's restaurants, and there's shops that sell kind of religious artifacts, which I've never heard of that in a mosque, but we're gonna go check it out. I think it's prayer time just now because there seems to be a lot of people heading to the mosque, so we're maybe gonna go inside and have a look, but it's pretty impressive.
Well, super impressive in here. So many chandeliers, so clean, such amazing detail. I've just found out it cost $100 million to build, and it took over 3 years to build. It's absolutely massive inside. There's a reading going on just now, so it's very busy, but I've never seen such a big chandelier in my life. Such an impressive mosque, and the reason why it's so busy is because it's a Friday and it's Friday prayer. So just realised that you lose track of the days when you're travelling, but yeah, absolutely impressive mosque. Massive inside, so many chandeliers, $100 million to build, so that's why it's so impressive and huge. But there's a few things around this area of Astana that we're going to see, so let's head over to our next stop, which is just across this road. Everything in this area of the city feels so modern and brand new.
Yeah,
clean,
like, so clean. We're just walking towards this huge structure ahead of us, and there's like a beautiful marble wall that like overlooks it, and it honestly looks like it was just built yesterday. It's that pristine.
I know.
Like, it's so nice.
And this building behind us, it's getting constructed. It looks all modern and it looks like it's going to have a unique design. The apartment blocks in the background, they're completely different to other kind of ex-Soviet cities. They're all modern and kind of look like Dubai.
Yeah, well, that's one thing we said, like these buildings here look very like Dubai. Beautiful, like high rise, very much like covered in windows and with like a funky little design at the top. Like,
yeah. But it's quite windy here today. I've swapped my hat. It's getting a little bit cold, but
it's certainly not Dubai weather, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely not.
But look, there's nobody here. Look at this.
Yeah, we've got all to ourselves. So the tower and the marble wall behind me are to celebrate Kazakhstan's independence, which happened in 1991 when they broke up the Soviet Union. Yeah, it's one impressive structure, 91 meters tall, and yeah, it feels brand new. I don't know exactly when it was built, but yeah, it can't be too old. But just, it's amazing how this place is deserted. It's just us here, right in the heart of the modern part of the city. And you've got the mosque in the background here. And it has the golden eagle at the top, the emblem of Kazakhstan. It's on the flag as well. But yeah, it's just not a mark on the ground, not just so clean, so white. And just a unique and strange city, especially it's so different from Almaty and other ex-Soviet places we've been on our travels. And I'm pretty sure that's Nur Sultan himself, so he's named the city after himself and he's put himself on the statue as well, so he obviously likes to be the main man, the centre of attention. Honestly, everything's so clean. This marble archway that we saw when we were walking here, now we're closer to it, is pure white. And just through the archway is the Palace of Independence, but there seems to be some renovation work going on, but it's just over here, this building here. So I think there's maybe concerts and cultural events that go on in there.
Just making our way to the National Museum, which is just across a 2-minute walk, and all we can see is just pallets and pallets of bricks. So they're obviously still laying the path or the brickwork around these areas, but look at this. All of these are all pallets full of bricks. Over here, the guys are working on it just now, all this way, and over there is the same. There's pallets over there as well. So this whole area is still being, I guess, kind of finished, but it is, yeah, it's kind of cool to see that they just have them already. It looks like we've entered B&Q or something.
One thing that's pretty funny about Kazakhstan is it gives you a countdown for the traffic lights, so when you're far away and you see the countdown going, you start to run. Different from the UK. So we made it with a couple of seconds spare there. But it's quite a clever idea because you know exactly how long you've got to wait or how long you've got to cross the road. But that was us running to the National Museum.
Running for the museum.
So before we go in, I just want to show you this. So we're outside the National Museum. There's Ash. We've come from the mosque, then the Independence Monument. You can see the monument, you can see the mosque. So it's pretty handy that everything's just bunched up. It's all in this small area, so There's maybe a few minutes to walk between each place or attraction. Let's head in to the National Museum and learn more about Kazakhstan maybe. So we've just paid for our tickets into the National Museum, and the video is now coming to you from the phones because your GoPro is not allowed in here. But it was 3,400 for 2 tickets. So one ticket was 1,700, which is about £3.50, £4. But it's already a pretty grand museum. There's like a huge map of Kazakhstan, a huge golden eagle, obviously
cool.
The emblem, but
Yeah,
I think it's like a couple of floors.
and we've got a map, so
Let's go see what we can learn about Kazakhstan. Ash is in her dinosaur element.
but like this is so cool. Look at the size of this. I know it's like a model, it's not real, but that's massive. Imagine seeing a
Not as
map.
big as a T-Rex at the back.
What's this, a moose? So this video is basically how they get milk from the horses. I've never seen a horse being milked before. This is like, blow my mind. I didn't even know horses had udders.
Kazakh delicacy here that we've not yet tried. We will try.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see our faces when I tried the camel milk. I wasn't a big fan.
Camel's meant to be the nicer tasting of the two as well.
Oh, is it?
We've also seen people, we saw one guy in Almaty play one traditional instrument
Yeah, it was
on
like
the shopping street.
Dombyra.
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 Yeah. Yellow and blue of Kazakhstan. Hopefully when we're in the stands we'll get to stay in one of these, a yurt. But yeah, this one looks like it was set up for somebody royal to sit in, but fingers crossed we do actually get to stay one and spend the night in traditional accommodation.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Well, that is us finished with the National Museum.
It was really interesting. I believe they've only just recently changed it because we saw a vlog of a guy who was here a couple of years ago. Previously there was no English, but everything there, every you know, piece of information, they had it in, I guess, Kazakh, Russian, and then there was English.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good. You do have to pay entry, I think as we said earlier.
That's something we don't really do museums that often, but it was a nice change.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It talks you through like ancient Kazakhstan to more modern times,
Yeah.
the history of Astana.
Yeah.
And one thing I did notice, well, we both noticed, is there was a lot of pictures of the president.
He's
so
pictures just everywhere.
he is everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely well worth a visit. You could allocate as much time as you want in there. We kind of just...
huge. I mean, I think we saw most things, and maybe a couple of bits we missed. But yeah, it was really good. From one interesting looking building to another, which isn't hard here in Astana, because they're all pretty funky. But did you ever think there'd be a pyramid in the middle of Kazakhstan, in Nur Sultan? Because I didn't. But here we are. This is the Palace of Peace and Reconciliation, which I believe is like an event centre. It's quite a funky design. Literally a pyramid in the middle of the city. And they've built this kind of park around it, which is completely deserted, apart from some guy doing the weeds. Another kind of strange building here in Astana or Nur Sultan.
We're gonna see if you can go inside, because I believe you can. It is mainly just used for events, so I'm not sure if you can only go inside for events. Yeah, it's impressive from the outside. I wonder if it's as impressive on the inside. So we just nipped inside, and you can in fact do a tour of the inside of the building. So the next tour is not till 4 o'clock, so we've got about 10-15 minutes to kill. So we're just walking around the grounds on the outside of the pyramid, or the Palace of Peace and Reconciliation, whatever one you want to call it. But yeah, I think we'll go inside, check it out. Tickets are 1500 tenge per person, so £3 each, not too bad. And yeah, that comes with a guide, I think, the tour, so we should be able to show you what it looks like on the inside. And there's the palace in the background there, and then you've got the city in front of us. We're going to explore that tomorrow, so you'll see the other side of Astana on the next vlog. So yeah, lots to explore here in the capital of Kazakhstan. The other side of the river, it's just such a mixed match of buildings. You've got the presidential palace, you've got the kind of iconic statue of in Astana, the pointy one with the circle. You've got gold buildings, you've got a really tall one. It's just such a futuristic city, and we've got a pyramid just beside us. So yeah, Astana is one unique place to visit.
Okay, and you can pay attention. This is actually the ceiling of the upper hall.
Oh.
As I said, the sun rays is open, and from the top of the pyramid to the upper hall go natural light.
Cool.
And actually, it's the center of the atrium hall, and the center of the whole pyramid.
Make a wish.
So apparently if you stand in the centre, you can make a wish. Make a wish.
Okay, sorry, they're complex. Security, secretary. Okay.
Pretty cool though, isn't it?
Yes. Kazakhstan. Yes, just like golden sun and blue sky.
At the top of the palace, just this garden, and now conference hall. It's all pretty amazing. We've got this cool view of Astana just there. That was an amazing tour, and what an amazing building. Like, it looks cool from the outside, but you don't actually realise what is in here. So we went from the ground floor, which is the main theatre, to the upper floors, which is like a museum on religion, and then we went to the Winter Garden, and then the very top conference hall that seats 100 people with amazing views over Astana. And our guide was so good at telling us all the information, not only about the building but also Kazakhstan. So yeah, 100% worth coming in here for sure. But how do you find it?
I really enjoyed it actually. We weren't sure if we were going to come in, but I'm glad we did. But the girl, Dilnis, I think her name was, she was super friendly. Her English was so good as well.
Yeah.
And she said she only studied it in school. She doesn't like keep studying. So her English was really good. But yeah, it's been a really good first day.
Yeah.
First impressions of Astana is really cool. And another thing we learned, I actually read this but I double checked. Astana is still called Astana. They only changed the name Nur Sultan between 2019 until about 2020, 2021. So only for like just over a year. But it is called Astana.
We can call it Astana
confidently.
Now with
Yeah.
confidence. Because I wasn't sure if we were going to offend everybody by calling it Astana still, but yeah, that's the correct name. I've got a little bonus fact about the Independence Monument that our kind guide told us from the pyramid or the palace. The monument is actually 91 metres tall because the year of independence was 1991. So 91 metres, 1991 is the year. I look at it in the sunshine. Amazing city. Can't wait to explore more. We just want to take a little walk up to the river that runs through Astana here, the Ishim river. We should get a great view of where we're going to explore tomorrow, the other side of the river. So yeah, it's a lovely park. The wind's died down a bit, so it's actually a pretty nice day. We've had an absolutely amazing first day here in Astana and very excited to explore more of the Kazakh capital. But let's see what it looks like down by the river. Hello, how are you? Yeah, good.
Dan's met a couple of lads who are fishing down here by the river. Just making friends. But this is the presidential palace and the skyline of Astana, really, behind it. Some pretty cool buildings.
Вы любите fish? Вы любите рыбу?
I cannot fish.
Ловить не ход. Вы блогеры, да? YouTube, да?
Да.
Да, YouTube. Канал, какой канал?
Channel.
Ash and Dan.
I show.
A show.
Мне нравится. Вот, я люблю рыбу, но не могу ловить.
Yeah, good is it, yeah.
Вы туристы, да?
Tourist, yes, tourist. Tour Kazakhstan.
Да.
Almaty.
Good.
Yes, good, very good.
Almaty и чё?
Almaty, Astana, Karaganda.
Karaganda?
We
Karaganda, горы, да? Горы.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Shymkent,
Шымкент, о, Карабала,
Turkestan,
Түркістан, Түркістан.
and then
Oui.
finish.
And
then finish. Finish tour. Yeah.
Канал, набери канал.
Oh, channel.
Well, we may have 2 new subscribers from Kazakhstan, who knows?
Это в YouTube будет, да? Переводчик есть?
Fish for YouTube. You'll do it this time.
Вы YouTube будете снимать это?
Yeah, you're gonna catch a fish.
YouTube есть там? YouTube, да?
YouTube, yeah. Here we go. There'll be a fish this time.
I hope. Fish for dinner.
Got one?
Oh.
Oh. Maybe.
You.
Orama yat oldu.
That's it. Oh no. Here we go. You have one?
You. Fish.
Yeah.
Fish.
Fish, yeah?
Yay. Big one.
Big.
Big, yeah.
Big one, big one. Yeah, bye.
Tamar kalın. Bak.
Let's see if he catches one. Well, we've made 2 friends by the river.
We sure have. I don't think so.
2 friendly young people out for a little fish.
No fish.
No fish.
No fish.
Bal
No,
niyet.
no luck.
No.
No good.
Line broken.
Ёб твою мать, you knock it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Пока.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Two nice lads.
Yeah.
Out for a wee fishing.
Enthusiastic.
Yeah. They were quite funny.
As soon as I showed Google Translate, they were.
He was like, right, let me. And he was just chatty, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He was so
He was
chatty.
very funny, to be fair.
Yeah, he was. Go around this way. But that was really nice. Really nice of them. Just chatting away. But he wasn't very successful in his fishing mission.
No.
He wasn't very successful.
I thought he was going to get one at the end. I thought, wow, I've turned. Oh.
He's shouting us
Here's our
back
buddy
over.
again.
У нас есть домбра, вот, домбра, и мы можем вам сыграть одну ки.
We have a Dombyra.
Oh, they have a
Yes.
guitar.
Oh,
guitar.
the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ace. We saw one in the museum. This is the musical instrument.
They have a Dombyra.
This is cool. The boys are going to play.
Good канал.
Yes.
Мы будем вот, да?
Да.
Можно сейчас?
Warming up.
Very good.
Awesome.
Хорошо.
The guys there, they were super friendly and they had their musical instrument, the traditional musical instrument. They got it out, they played, and it was really nice. But they were so funny. He was like pointing out a bunch of stuff and like trying to tell us things, but Google Translate worked wonders, eh? It was really good. So yeah, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this look into Astana because we have another couple days here. And this, yeah, it's been a really cool day. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next one. Bye.